fight fans, it is time to welcome the competitors for our upcoming contest. 3 2-minute rounds at 125 pounds. Making his way to the blue corner, please welcome Iskandar.
Eagle Iskandar coming to the ring at the age of 15 years old, 1-1 in his record, having experience in the youth circuit out of Cornerstone Thai Boxing. He's been training for 10 months in total, and he said, he really enjoys training with his team, Yu Young Cho and Aaron Ma, because he believes it's a way to build true strength, not just muscles, but mental and physical strength and ability in there, and he aims to compete more to build that experience. And he told us in his first fights, it taught him keep that guard high and use his defense, and we are going to see what this young man can do here. Eagle Iskandar out of Cornerstone Thai Boxing. And we'll get our second gentleman in the ring.
And now, fight fans, let's meet his opponent. Making his way down to the red corner, please welcome Ellis.
Ellis making his debut here, 0-0 in his record from Arena Training Center. He's been training for a year and a half, also 15 years of age. He has a 2.5-inch height advantage. And, it's so important. He's out of Arena Training Center with Elvis Gachier, Peter Simone there. And, when I was talking to these guys, it made me think how important it is for young men and young women to have great role models and be in an environment like a fight gym, to come in here and test themselves. And what a positive thing it is, gyms like Arena and Cornerstone are doing to try to help the youth and really put them in a positive direction.
Absolutely. Get out that angst, get out whatever it is you need to in a very positive way.
And we will get the fight officially kicked off with Mike Falvo.
The action continues on the card for K-Series Kickboxing with our upcoming contest scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds at 125 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he's representing Cornerstone Muay Thai. Please welcome Eagle Iskandar. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, he's representing Arena Training Center. Please welcome Ellis. The man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell is Mr. Nick Grant.
Nick Grant, third man in the ring here. We've got 3 2-minute rounds in the 125-pound division, the youth division here. Liam Tarrant and Brian Kemsley joining you here from K-Series 7. Out of the red corner, Ellis, blue corner, Iskandar. Nice teep from Ellis. Ooh, going high with it this time.
Wow.
Now, we mentioned Iskandar's 5'8.5". Iskandar's 5'6", rather. Ellis is 5'8.5", so really has that height advantage. We'll see if he can use it. He seems to be doing well with it so far.
Yeah, absolutely. He's also going in and out. His footwork is working well for him right now. He's also switching from southpaw to orthodox. In orthodox stance now. Southpaw now. Back to orthodox.
Nice knee. Now, folks, there is no clinching here, so you can do it knees from long outside. But there's no holding and clinching while you knee, so it keeps the action going.
I like the volume that's happening in this round. A lot of volume, but not chaotic. Very controlled. After someone lands a strike, the other counters right away.
I'll tell you, that high teep and that push kick of Ellis, dangerous. Goes right to the face.
Absolutely, and as a person that's been teeped in the face several times in my life, I tell you what, it prevents you from coming in.
Yes. Somebody asked me one time, what is it like to get hit in the face? I said, I don't recommend it. If you can avoid it.
Words of wisdom.
Ooh, nice kick there from Iskandar. Oh, nice right hand from Iskandar, adjusting the headgear there. Oh, that's always annoying. Ten seconds left in the first. And that will be it for the first round, folks. 2 more to go.
Very nice first round.
Yeah, well done. I mean, I would have to say Ellis really put some nice things together in there with the reach and being outside.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll come in with the teep, wait for a counter, and then throw and back up, and then circle out.
Very slickly done.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Right before they started this fight, you mentioned that Iskandar said that his previous fight taught him to use that defense. And I love when fighters say things like that. Because a lot of times when we're getting into the sport, we hit a lot of pads, we're training. All we think about is offense, offense, offense. Not a lot of people have respect for defense in the game, especially earlier on in the career. So it's great to see a generation of fighters coming up, and that's what he brings up. He goes, defense, I want to use my defense. I'm like, wow, that's impressive. Yeah. That's a thinker.
And that speaks to the quality of these gyms, both Cornerstone Thai Boxing and Arena Training Center, pushing out fighters for the last number of years with their experience coaching.
Absolutely.
And these two 15-year-olds, we're going to get into round 2 here. Ellis out of the red corner, Iskandar out of the blue. It seems like Iskandar might be having issues with that headgear. He was adjusting it there early. Oh, nice uppercut there from Ellis. Solid right hand.
Ellis seems to have a lot of different tools. He's got teeps, he's got round kicks, leg kicks, uppercuts, looping shots, straight shots. He's using everything.
Nice low kicks from the outside by Ellis. Iskandar trying to get inside that distance. Nice body kick from Ellis. Uh-oh, Ellis is taking off now. Iskandar. No, ruled a slip there. Iskandar pretty intelligent there. Notice Ellis starts peppering him in the corner, got out of that corner.
Yes, was able to circle out.
This crowd is coming alive right now, and only our second bout of the night. Ellis gets under that hook from Iskandar.
Ellis has thrown maybe 40 shots in the past 20 seconds. Yeah. And still doesn't seem to slow down.
Oh,
weaves out after throwing 40 shots, being able to to maneuver like that. Very impressive. These guys' cardio are great.
Yeah, especially for a taller fighter to weave underneath the shorter fighter and get outside.
That was great. Oh, good low kick.
Ten seconds left in the second.
Oh,
nice kick there by Iskandar.
Absolutely.
You know, you mentioned the variety of shots there, Brian. The variety that that Ellis is throwing: looping shots, straight shots, teeps, upstairs to the body. How important is that? And what does that feel like? What does the opponent generally need to do to try to overcome that amount of volume and variety coming at you?
It's tough, especially in this case, because Ellis is so effective at it. It almost makes you, as his opponent, you don't really know when it's your time to strike. You know, you're thinking about throwing a shot or two, and then he starts throwing a kick, and then a jab, and then a teep, and then a low kick. And then you're like, wait, when is it my turn? So
right.
You kind of have to just interrupt him, and you have to commit to something like that. You have to make him respect your punches, your kicks, your strikes, which is obviously easier said than done.
Very easy to say here from the cheap seats, folks. But that's a bit of strategy for you. I mean, you know, Ellis is doing a fantastic job in there, and it's very hard to adjust, especially you've got 3 2-minute rounds. Yep. 2 minutes is not a lot of time.
Right.
I mean, both these guys are in great shape. If you're out of shape, it feels like a long time.
Of course.
But both these guys seem ready to go in the third as Nick Grant calls him to the center of the ring. And here, let's see if Iskandar can figure out a solution to this puzzle that Aiden Ellis has presented.
Iskandar just needs a little bit more volume. Once again, easier said than done when Ellis is throwing high volume, high variety.
Ooh, solid right hand from Ellis lands.
Iskandar seems to be going for the leg. There we go. Trying to slow Ellis down with low kicks. There we go. Maybe his 5th low kick of the round. Boom, another one.
Yeah, Iskandar seems to have found his rhythm as far as catching that thigh of Ellis.
And another one. Oh, and another one. That's 7 now. That must be advice from his corner. A way to slow someone down is chop their leg. He's doing it rather effectively this round. As soon as Ellis gets himself into range, boom, low kick goes. You see Ellis hesitating now, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Great advice from the corner, assuming that was what the corner said.
And it looks like Iskandar really implementing it well.
Yes.
So far, I think this is the best round Iskandar's had.
Absolutely. Look at that, another one. Ellis definitely hesitating this round, right?
Yep. It feels that way, certainly.
Yeah. Oh, now he's switching it up, other side. Great strategy, great execution by Iskandar this round. There we go. Let's see if he can keep it up.
You know, Ellis has done a great job in this fight as well as trying to get Iskandar against the ropes and in the corner, and use that height and that reach advantage to every squeeze out everything he can from it.
Very nice. Shells up, and boom, last shot.
And I'll say about Iskandar, one thing I'm seeing in here, he took a lot of shots in there, he took a lot of hits. He didn't back down an inch. He kept coming after him, and he kept swinging right to the end. That's the heart of a warrior right there.
Absolutely. Not discouraged at all. Came back, third round. I'd go as far and give him the third round.
I would agree. I would tend to agree there.
He landed the cleanest shots that third round, and the shots being low kicks. That was to be able to take orders like that from the corner and not just listen to your coach, but actually execute it as your opponent's trying to punch you in the face.
And to be calm under pressure, to have that poise and that ability to say, okay, here's what I'm going to do, I'm going to stay calm. I mean, that is the most dire situation you can imagine, being punched in the face and somebody attacking you, being able to keep your calm and stay focused. I mean, it's exemplary also when you consider these are both 15-year-old guys.
Right.
Bright futures ahead of them both.
When you have this level of confidence and composure at this age, this is what leads to the bout before this, that 18-year-old, right? This is the type of fighter that turns into that fighter. They've been in the ring, they're comfortable, they're not scared, they don't shy away from competition. And then imagine all these fighters when they're 25.
Wow, it's a scary thought. It's fantastic. I can't wait. And I hope we are both here to call that when they're that age. Let's go to Mike Falvo to get the official decision.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for two great fighters and one great contest. After 3 hard-fought rounds of kickboxing action, we go to the official scorecard. All 3 judges have scored the fight in favor for your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Aiden